Hi friends, welcome back. Oh yeah, we getting it done today. So we have our New Living Translation. New Living Translation. I did say NIV, but that's just because that's the one I was using before. But now I actually have the book and I want to follow along with the book from our church. Like I said, I found a new church. It's called The Rock, and it's really, really fun. I like it a lot. So we have the NLT, and in my book, it doesn't say it here with this book, so I just want to read it really quick. The author of the NLT is Moses, according to tradition. The date it is written is between 1450 to 1410 BC. And the content is, as its name implies, Genesis is the book of the beginnings. It starts with the creation of the world and every living creature in it. It records the first marriage, the first sin, the first consequences of the sin, and the first reference to God's future plans to redeem humanity. So the beginning of life and already has to God's future plan to redeem humanity. After recounting the stories of the flood and the Tower of Babel, Genesis also tells the story of the birth of the nation Israel. The story begins as God calls Abraham, the father of the Israelites, to leave his hometown, Ur, located in modern-day Iraq, and moved to Canaan, the land God promised his descendants. Eventually, the Redeemer of the world would come from the descendants of Abraham. The story then shifts to the exploits of Isaac, Abraham's son, and then to Jacob, Abraham's grandson. Genesis concludes with the remarkable experiences of Joseph. So, guys, please listen to this, count the words, listen, and I can't wait to review this with you. Again, we have the account of creation, Genesis chapter 1, verses 31, 1 through 31. Without further ado, here's our awesome NLT friend.
The Holy Bible, New Living Translation. The Book of Genesis, Chapter 1. The Account of Creation. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. The earth was formless and empty, and darkness covered the deep waters. And the Spirit of God was hovering over the surface of the waters. Then God said, "Let there be light." And there was light. And God saw that the light was good. Then he separated the light from the darkness. God called the light day, and the darkness night. And evening passed, and morning came, marking the first day. Then God said, "Let there be a space between the waters, to separate the waters of the heavens from the waters of the earth." And that is what happened. God made this space to separate the waters of the earth from the waters of the heavens. God called the space sky. And evening passed, and morning came, marking the second day. Then God said, "Let the waters beneath the sky flow together into one place, so dry ground may appear." And that is what happened. God called the dry ground land, and the waters seas. And God saw that it was good. Then God said, "Let the land sprout with vegetation, every sort of seed-bearing plant, and trees that grow seed-bearing fruit. These seeds will then produce the kinds of plants and trees from which they came." And that is what happened. The land produced vegetation, all sorts of seed-bearing plants and trees with seed-bearing fruit. Their seeds produced plants and trees of the same kind, and God saw that it was good. And evening passed, and morning came, marking the third day. Then God said, "Let lights appear in the sky to separate the day from the night. Let them mark off the seasons, days, and years. Let these lights in the sky shine down on the earth." And that is what happened. God made two great lights, the larger one to govern the day, and the smaller one to govern the night. He also made the stars. God set these lights in the sky to light the earth, to govern the day and night, and to separate the light from the darkness. And God saw that it was good. And evening passed, and morning came, marking the fourth day. Then God said, "Let the waters swarm with fish and other life. Let the skies be filled with birds of every kind." So God created great sea creatures and every living thing that scurries and swarms in the water, and every sort of bird, each producing offspring of the same kind. And God saw that it was good. Then God blessed them, saying, "Be fruitful and multiply. Let the fish fill the seas, and let the birds multiply on the earth." And evening passed, and morning came, marking the fifth day. Then God said, "Let the earth produce every sort of animal, each producing offspring of the same kind, livestock, small animals that scurry along the ground, and wild animals." And that is what happened. God made all sorts of wild animals, livestock, and small animals, each able to produce offspring of the same kind. And God saw that it was good. Then God said, "Let us make human beings in our image, to be like us. They will reign over the fish in the sea, the birds in the sky, the livestock, all the wild animals on the earth, and the small animals that scurry along the ground." So God created human beings in his own image. In the image of God he created them. Male and female he created them. Then God blessed them, and said, "Be fruitful and multiply. Fill the earth and govern it. Reign over the fish in the sea, the birds in the sky, and all the animals that scurry along the ground." Then God said, "Look, I have given you every seed-bearing plant throughout the earth, and all the fruit trees for your food, and I have given every green plant as food for all the wild animals, the birds in the sky, and the small animals that scurry along the ground, everything that has life." And that is what happened. Then God looked over all he had made, and he saw that it was very good. And evening passed, and morning came, marking the sixth day.
Well, thank you, friend, for that. Oh my gosh, that's so... Really, though? Really? All right, so we got a lot of things to talk about, my friends. I know I keep doing that, but I just like to, scroll up just so we can go over it. We are going to go over it. I'm just going to make this one segment, two segments, and then we're going to have a discussion. We're going to have the King James segment, NLT, and a discussion. So, again, I hope that you enjoy your time with me as much as I enjoy it with you. This is something that, again, trial and error, just learning to do. So we have two shows going on at once. One is Deciphering the Bible, and one is doing our 365 Bible, which is like I said, just giving some devotional for us. So, can't never have too much of this Bible. Can we not? Can we have too much God? No, we cannot have too much God, because God cannot have too much of us. And I cannot wait to go over this with you. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. So, without further ado, I will see you back here very soon to talk about our highlights on the NLT version. I don't have my King James version with me, but like you saw, they are basically the same thing. And for me, what I do with the King James version, or what I did before the U version Bible app, is I had a dictionary and a Bible, and that, now we have the internet. So the U version Bible app, you can click on these. Oh, let's go over these two, by the way. These little bolds. So in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Or in the beginning, when God created the heavens and the earth. Or when God began to create the heavens and the earth. I think that is the only one on this chapter. So now that we have read the whole NLT and all our little bubbles, we will be back here because, oh my gosh, I just can't contain my excitement. Oh, we got one more right here. Or Man Reads Adam. And, oh, another one, Earth. So as in Sirach version, Hebrew reads all the earth. One more. Oops. Or Man reads Ha-Adam. And hopefully we'll be able to perfect it because the Bible is a really big book. But as of now, this is how it's going, and I will be back here to translate and talk about the highlights that I have in this chapter. Oh my gosh, cannot wait. I love you guys. Be right back.